2401, I asked you to identify what disease process, and you saw the little sickle cell, and so forth. So that's kind of the way that looks. Now that's just kind of showing right there, magnified with a scanning electron micrograph, or microscope, magnified over 3,000 times. So that kind of gives you that idea, and etc. Is showing you the sickle situation. Okay, polycythemia. On polycythemia is a term that has reference to too many red blood cells. Now, that can be brought about by normal stuff. Now, your red blood cells are a little elevated. Now, if you run a lot every day, I saw something in the paper this morning, just tickled me a little bit. How many of you know who Al Roker is? He's on the Today Show. Now, Al Roker used to be a huge fellow. You remember? And he had stomach stapling or something. You remember he had the title? Now, Al Roker is going to try to run. This is hard for me to believe. Try to run in a marathon, New York Marathon. Supposedly he ran. Now, he probably ran about like I'd run yesterday. Supposedly he ran 20 miles yesterday, working on. Now, Al, I'm proud for Al if he can do that. You know, he's going to try to run in a marathon on that. Polycythemia means too many erythrocytes. Now, too many erythrocytes doesn't have to be all that bad. You know, if you exercise aerobically, your red blood cell. If you do aerobic conditioning pretty much daily, your red blood cell counts. Now, by the way, I won't get to do that test I told you on Friday because the lady that schedules appointments called me. Her name is Denise with Leachman's office, and he's going to be out of town Friday morning. I said, well, shoot, man, I want to get this over with. So I'm going to have to do it Friday week. So I still will be on target, okay? I'll still be on go, but I'm going to have to do it Friday week, okay? So anyway, so that's kind of, I won't get to report back on Monday on that. All right, but anyway, polycythemia vera, this is on your, I think on the practice exams. It might be. Polycythemia vera is often the result of bone cancer. Red blood cell count may be as high as 8 to 11 million. I had one of those. I don't know if it's that one, but one of those is on your practice exams on blood. Polycythemia vera might indicate bone cancer, or we call that osteosarcoma. Osteosarcoma is another term for general term for bone cancer. Bone sarcoma cancer. Okay, which is obviously none of it's any good. All right, secondary polycythemia. Okay, now look at this. When the erythropoietin. Okay, look at this. People living in high altitudes will show this. Usually secondary polycythemia. And I thought I had on there. I guess I didn't. No, I didn't. I didn't have on there, but also people that run a lot might show a little secondary polycythemia. And that's not, that's okay. Hey, that's good. That gets more oxygen to the brain. More oxygenated blood going to tissues. Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. Secondary polycythemia. So that's what would happen to you if you went up in the mountains. What happened? Your body would adjust to the low partial pressure of oxygen. Your body would adjust by erythropoietin output would increase, and your bone marrow would put out more red blood cells. So that's that's not too bad. But this one's not good here. That's not good right there. But this one, there's nothing wrong with that. All right, so there we have that going right there. Okay, leukocytes. What are leukocytes? Leukocytes are what? White blood cells. What comes to mind if you think of leukocytes? I told y'all many years. I told y'all in 2401. Many times I've told you about that. Maybe at one point or another when I was a little kid, about 5 years old. 5 or 6 years old, I know I told you this. There was a little boy that lived across the street. His name was Tommy Brashear. I told you about him. I know it was the summertime group I told. My mama came in one day and said, you can't play with Tommy anymore. He's very, very sick. And I, of course, being a little kid, I didn't know. Kids play together outside. You know how kids play. And I didn't know, but I found out later that Tommy had leukemia. And Tommy did not survive leukemia. He was a good little playmate of mine. I also told y'all this, though. His mother was an older woman, and she had another son. That other son was killed, not Iwo Jima, but Okinawa in World War II. Japanese killed him, and she lost the older boy. His name was Billy. Of course, he was older, a lot older than me. But his name was Billy Brashear. She lost him on Okinawa. the Japanese and lost this other child with leukemia. Now that's pretty much of a blow, wasn't it? That was a blow.